Yo, welcome back, boys. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Vermont Dynasty. And as you guys can see, after a shocking win over Rutgers, we start the year off 1-1 coming into week 3. And we are playing number 15 Oklahoma, who is a much better team. I do have some faith that this game isn't too out of proportion. I'm coming into this game knowing that we're probably going to lose. But after last week, I guess you never know. And coming into recruiting, this is what our board looks like. And just to remind you guys, the recruiting rules for the first year is only 3 stars and below until we win a bowl game. Then we can start getting a couple 4 stars and then a couple and then 4 stars. There's a whole thing. But for the first year, 3 stars and below, no matter what. And this is what our board, I'll go slower for you guys. We're first on a lot of these guys, all of them actually we're going on, besides for Dom Long, who we're just going on this week, just started. But yeah, let's get into this game. And I moved my camera up just so you guys can check. They are a 59 overall better team than us. So this is going to be very hard. They're almost 60 overalls better defensive wise. And this is going to be a very hard game. And out comes John Mateer and the Oklahoma offense, and they are looking to pummel over us as their running back gives us a mean stiff arm to start the play. Not a very good start, but honestly I wasn't expecting too much. And I don't know what's happening to my camera angle right here. Oh man, we're stuck in an even worse one. And Dokes is gonna try and get the tackle, which he does, holding Jaden Ott to just a 12-yard carry, which is not a very good play, but for our standards it could be a lot worse. For sure, and they're just going to keep feeding Jaden Ott here, and he's going to get another 7-yard carry. He's averaging 10 yards a pop. I was worried more about John Mateer, but Jaden Ott has came to play, and he's definitely giving us the business, if you know what I mean. Big pause on that, but we're going to try and tackle him here, but they do get the first down. And after a decent play on first down, they're going to come out in second down and hand the ball off. Just getting some play action that got me very well, and multiple missed tackles right here, and an awful angle by myself, and they are already in the end zone. And it's saying that we're challenging it, but I did not challenge it. I did not hit any challenge button. I don't know why, but I guess it worked. Okay, well, I don't know what happened there. I did not click a challenge button, but I guess he stepped out of the 23. I will gladly take that. And wide open is that tight end. I could not. I literally stuttered for half a second and couldn't make up that ground. But it is going to be a 2nd and 7. And we're running some man cover. We're going to press. We're going to allow them to go over top of us. Just, oh my goodness. And Jaden Ott just runs right around us. Jimmy Dokes not able to make that tackle. And it is going to be a 1st and goal. Jaden Ott is just having a monster game so far. He's going to put himself into the Heisman candidate list after this game from how much he is dog walking us right now. And it's going to be a handoff right to him, just getting a read option. There's no one there. Now they finally score. And out comes Grant Orr. And he got injured last game, but before he got injured, he was having a decent game. And as you guys can see, the audibles are not going to work. And absolutely no one's open. We're going to throw the ball away. And it's very easy to tell that Oklahoma is a lot better of a team than Rutgers was. And it's going to be a extremely tough game. And Ray Jordan getting 3 yards right there. And we're stuck at the 3rd and 7 already. And this is strapping, guys. It's going to be a very long game for the Timberwolves. But we do find Phil Riggs here, and he has a first down, and the drive's still alive. Wait a minute, I might be eating my words right now. Very, very good play from us right there. We finally got a first down. I honestly didn't think that was going to come until at least the 4th drive of the game. And there's, oh my goodness, he almost got stuck in the block, but we do get met at the line of scrimmage from Daniels right there. Great play from that young man. And we're going to hand it off to Ray Jordan here. Hopefully he can get something. We're going to cut it back inside, and he ripped off that block immediately. Nowhere to go at all. And we're going to try, and honestly, that's not the audible I ran for the running back, but I will gladly take it. And we're going to try, and no one's open. Thank God that D lineman didn't get to the ball. But we're going to be forced to punt. We're going to run a blitz with Kane here on 1st and 10. And wow, a missed tackle right there. And they're already at midfield. I'm going to use our Higgins here in the middle of the field. Try and stop stuff from underneath. And all the time in the world. Mateer is going to laser across the middle, and he's going to come down with it. And as you guys saw with that pop-up, they have 8 first downs to our 1. And if there was any hope that this game was even going to be close, it is out the window now, and we missed the sack, and he scrambles for a touchdown. We'll try through the air here because the ground has not been working, but I doubt the air will either. And we're going to find him on the inside route. Benson does have a first down. I don't think there's going to be any running the ball this game because it just hasn't worked at all. And even though the ground isn't working, I don't know if I trust Grant Orr to pass this much. But we are going to use him here. Benson with another catch. I mean, he's been doing decent so far. He's been doing all right so far. Definitely all right enough to keep him through the air. And I don't see any possibility where this is even a close game after what's been happening. And we're going to find the tight end across the middle. Just sit down Conway. Another first down. If we are able to score, it's going to be on these slow drives. Just chipping it piece by piece. But we are going to try. Honestly, we're going to send X on a streak here. Hopefully one of these guys can beat their man, which neither of them do. But the outside route was open, and the D lineman swats it down. We're going to run a speed option here. And then we're going to flip it to Ray Jordan, who's going to get 4 yards in the carry. Not bad, but not close to a first down. But it's in reach now. So we're going to try and pass it here on 3rd and 6. And we're going to find Conway here, and he has some room ahead of him. He's at the 10-5, touchdown Conway. We score, and we are finally in this football game. And on first down, we're going to try and bring a blitz with Rodriguez to try and stop something here. And we do only get him to 1 yard, and that's going to take us to the second quarter. On first down, it's 1,000,000% a pass. We're going to pass commit. Hopefully that can give us an additional rush or two. And no one even close to their tight end. That's the easiest first down anyone has ever got in the history of college football. There's no one even remotely close there. We're going to try and bring a pretty heavy blitz here with Rodriguez and our other linebacker. And no one even close. Rodriguez and the other linebacker both get home. And that is going to be a sack. 2nd and long for the Sooners. I'm going to use our Farrell here. And what a move from the tight end. But it's going to be a 3rd and long. So hopefully we can get a stop here. And I'm pass committing. Please, guys, if we want any chance of being in this ball game, we need a stop right here. Very, very good position to get a stop. 3rd and 11. And just oh my god, just too slow. And the one glimpse of hope we've had all game is just immediately gone. And man, that would have been very nice to get that stop right there. We're gonna send a blitz with Kane. Hopefully something can happen. And I don't know why they stopped running the. I mean, I guess the pass is working just as well. But I mean, and I'm gonna rush. I got stuck on a D lineman. And it's a huge reception, and they're down at the 1 yard line. And I'm going to pass commit on first down. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a rush. We're going to try and blitz with Kane. It's going to be a jet sweep. He's going to turn it in, and he just juked everyone out of their shoes, and that's going to be another Oklahoma touchdown. After 2 decent plays on 1st and 2nd down, it's going to be a 3rd and 2. And we're going to try and go through the air here. And we find a receiver across the middle, and he drops it. And honestly, with the craziest move of all time at our own 28-yard line, if we don't get this, like, we need to score here, or else we will lose the game. We're going to go for the RPO, and he's short. And we're going to send a blitz here on 2nd. What in the world? Okay. Okay. That's billion-dollar organization, by the way. Billion-dollar company, EA Sports. What a play right there. And it's going to be a 2nd and 15. It's going to be a picked off by Jimmy Dokes, our star safety. Jimmy Dokes, what a play. Coming in clutch, the sophomore safety. Jackson Dokes, the cornerback. What a play. Oh, I got him confused with his older brother, but Jackson Dokes, what a play. His first interception of the year. And we're going to hit Phil Riggs on the slant. And after that play, decent field position. I didn't mean to do that, and we're going to get a false start. I was trying to audible to RB. I accidentally just pressed RB. and false start. So not the greatest, not the greatest play, but you know what? It could be a lot worse. And we are only down 14 to the 15th best team in the country. So considering what the circumstances are, it definitely is not the worst situation to be in. And we're going to run an RPO here. We're going to hit Phil Riggs. We get a block, and we're going to get out of bounds. We break a tackle. Actually, a good play from Phil Riggs right there. And we're going to be out of bounds at the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. And we are honestly not in too bad of a situation right now. I believe we do get ball at half, and we find Ray Jordan. And he's going to be in for the touchdown. Ray Jordan with the receiving touchdown to cut the lead to 7. Touchdown Timberwolves. And with not a great play on first down, it's going to be a 2nd and 10. And in hindsight, I'm now thinking I should have wasted more time on the clock. But honestly, a touchdown is a touchdown at the end of the day. We aren't moving too well, so I really just wanted to make sure I got into the end zone. I didn't want to risk not getting one. And we are going to hold him to 3-1 here. And hopefully we can get one more stop to try and get another score before halftime. That would be absolutely huge. We're going to run a blitz here on 3rd down. And the blitz isn't working, but we do stop them. And that's going to be another punt for the Oklahoma Sooners. And with 41 seconds left, we're going to try and score before half. That would be very clutch. We're going to hit Ray Jordan in the middle. And we do have all 3 of our timeouts and 35 more seconds. We're not going to use it here. There's no accelerated clock. No reason to use it right now. We're going to keep driving down the field. We're not going to use our timeouts unless we 1,000,000% have to. We're going to go to Benson on the inside. And we get a block. We do get the first down. This is where we're going to have to call our first timeout though. We got to save some clock. And if we can get in field goal range and we get a ball back, that would be absolutely huge in this game. But I highly doubt that is what's going to happen. And we're just going to go across the middle once again. Get some more yards. Use another timeout. And when in doubt, mesh it out. We are going to use this play. And we're going to try and get out of bounds. If we don't, we're just going to let the clock run. We are in field goal range now. We're going to try and get one more play off. We have 13 seconds left. We have one more pass, and then we're going to have to use our last timeout. And that's where we're going to use our timeout. And I probably should have kept it in the middle of the field to give us an easier field goal. But hopefully we can knock this down. I'm honestly not too sure of my kicking abilities, in all honesty. And the kick is up. And it is right down the middle. I think they roughed our kicker, but honestly, I'm just going to take our 3 points and go to the half because I don't trust risking it for an attempt for a touchdown. That doesn't make much sense to me. So we're just going to decline it. We're going to go into half only down 4 against number 15 Oklahoma, and it's honestly not looking that bad. And as you guys can see, we do have ball to start the second half, and after an unsuccessful run on first down, we're going to try and go through the air here because it's been working way more than the run has, and nowhere to go. We're going to try and take off with our quarterback, and he goes down. And not a great possession for us so far, and nowhere to go. We're going to go to across the middle here, and he catches it, but we're going to have to punt. We're going to use our Farrell here on the run, and it's going to be a screen that's going to work very well. It's going to get him around 5 yards, so not the worst, not the best. We're going to run a blitz here on 2nd and 5. Get Daniels over to this guy. And smart hand out there. I could have took that for a pick 6 if he threw it. But we do only allow him to get 2 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. We're going to try and shift the D-line over right. I'm going to use Redokes here. It's got to be a short pass. There's no way they're going deep here. And it's going to be a pass, actually. So I'm going to go back. Because I was really certain it was a run. And right across the middle. And he catches it. If I stood with him a second longer, that could have been a stop. If he dumped it down to the running back, it was 1,000,000% going to pick up a first down. So I had to pick my poison and pick the wrong one. And Jaden Ott here, 9-yard carry, almost already getting a first down. He is running all over us. I have no idea why they're not going to him more. He's averaging over 10 a pop. He's having an amazing game so far. But speak of the devil, he is going backwards. TFL for Jeffrey Farrell. What a play from the senior right there. And it's going to be a 3rd and 1. I'm going to try and run commit. I'm going to use Redokes just in case. And where's my run commit? I run commit up the middle, and QB sneak worked perfectly. No one even near him. After the first down conversion, we are going to blitz here on first down. And the running back, that was a weird camera shift, but he's going backwards. Jaden Ott finally getting stopped. TFL for Jeffrey Farrell once again. What a game from the senior. What a game so far. He's keeping us in this game. We're going to use him right here, trying to get a stop across the middle. If we can get a stop here, that'd be amazing. Huge hit from Farrell. What a play. He is playing very well so far. He just laid the absolute boom. I wouldn't have been surprised if he fumbled the ball right there. That was a huge hit. And we're going to try and get a stop on 3rd and 5. This would be absolutely huge if we can. And we're going across the middle. That was a very good spin by Jaden Ott. And why are we letting him go forward? That was literally a stop and a forced field goal. But now they have a first down on the 34-yard line. I'm going to use the safety Daniels here. We need to stop really bad if we want any chance of winning this game. That's not what we're getting as an Oklahoma touchdown. And getting forced to throw the ball away on 1st down. We're going to enter 2nd down. We're going to try and attack through the air here. And I see Ray Jordan has some room, and he comes down with it, but he drops the ball. And all the hope I had to get a win this week is just left the door completely. But I see X starting to get open. We're going to try and fire, and just an awkward throw from the quarterback. And being down 11 with less than 2 minutes left in the 3rd, it is most likely game over if we do not get a stop here. And of course I get stuck on a defensive lineman, and they easily pick up the 1st down. And entering 2nd down, they're going to pass this ball. John Mateer backs up. We're going to try and rush him with Kane, and I just missed the tackle here. Huge hit. For some reason, he still doesn't fumble. I don't know why. But they do pick up the 1st down, and they're getting closer in to field goal range and to pretty much winning this game. Because if we do not get a stop, we will be down by a lot of points. If they get a touchdown here, we are down 18 points. And in 1 quarter, when our offense isn't moving well at all and our defense can't stop a pile of rocks, that is not very likely. But I'm going to use our Dokes here, and we cannot get the tackle at all, and they are getting it to the 19-yard line. And on 2nd and 7, they're going to run this football. We are in the backfield, though. Jeffrey Farrell having an amazing game. 8 tackles, 5 TFLs. What a game. Like, he is playing out of his mind right now. As you can see, Grant Orr's having a good game. It's just the rest of the team can't do anything. To be quite frank, the rest of the team can't do anything. Again, we are playing number 15 Oklahoma as a 40 overall team. So there's not much you can really expect. But again, it's still a little frustrating starting the year out so slowly. And we're going to try and get a blitz here. And he somehow outruns every person. How is that not a sack? How is that not a sack, guys? Oh my god, at least hold him to a field goal. With being down 24 points with less than 5 minutes left, we're going to need a very good offensive series here and a lot of luck. And no one's open whatsoever. We're going to try and hit the running back. He breaks a tackle and he's a lot of room ahead of him. We're going to try and hit a spin. Doesn't work. We're almost at the 50-yard line already. And on 2nd down, we're going to try and send Moore on a streak, and he is not. He can't hear me. Lights are too bright, so I'm going to try and throw it to him. We're going to hit the underneath route. Phil Riggs, he has a 1st down. He's getting out of bounds. We're going to go through the air here on 3rd down. I'm going to be looking for Ray Jordan, but he is going to be covered, and it looks like Phil Riggs is going to be just short of the 1st down. With less than 4 minutes left, we're going to have to go for it here on 4th down, and if we do not get it, we do. So we're still in this game technically, but I doubt we're winning. So from here on out, we're going to need a lot of luck and a lot of production from our offense, which we have yet to see. And I did not think that's the route he was going to run. He should have just kept going straight. He was open, but that's going to end the game. And we did get a stop on defense, but there is 2 minutes left. We have 1 timeout, so there's nothing we can do. No one's open, and I get sacked. And with a decent drive, we only have a minute left, but we are in scoring position, and we did actually manage to get within the 25-yard line, but we do only have a minute left, and we need multiple touchdowns, and that's just not that's exactly how this game is going. That play sums it up. And on 3rd and 2, we're going to try and run the ball. We're trying to punch it outside. Ray Jordan has a 1st down. I did manage to score 1 more touchdown, but didn't get the onside kick, so it didn't matter whatsoever. And we're going to take a 7-point loss over Oklahoma, but for them being a like 50 overall better than us, I would say that is 1,000,000% a win in my book. They were like a 50 overall better than us, only lost by 7. That's a win in my book. And coming into the end of the video, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, I really do appreciate the support. And if you guys want to help me out even more, just hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment. Helps the algorithm a lot. But stay tuned for week 4 coming out sometime this week. And I'm starting a Madden 26 franchise sometime next week. So I'm going to be balancing between the two. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, comment, follow, whatever to stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.